Internet, what the freak is happening with you? Don't care. No, just kidding. I care. Don't. I care. I care so much. I care too much. I care too hard. What are we doing today, we have two of my absolute favorites collabing. I'm so excited. We have Bloodywood. These guys can rock my face off. And then we have Babymetal, who I recently saw in concert. They were so amazing. Oh, they were so amazing. They played all the songs that I actually know. They played more that I don't know. It was so good. It was so good. Oh man, it's such a good time. Such a good time. Today we're gonna do apparently a collab by them called Bekhauf. Whatever that is. No idea what that means. Hope I said it right. Two of my favorites, Babymetal, Bloodywood, together. First time, going at it. Here we go. Okay, alright, here we go. Oh my god. All right. Stop. Here we go. Is the whole thing gonna be animated? Don't hate that. Oh, that's so cool! Oh, hell yeah! Guys, now this can't almost be done. What the crap? Oh my god! For one, I would watch this anime because it's freaking amazing. It has like a solo leveling mid level. Anyway, has that vibe and then the sound. Oh my gosh, the sound together is. Oh, I love it when Babymetal collabs with people and Bloodywood. Oh, this is the matchup I needed today. This is the matchup I needed in my life. They're all talking about, man. You gotta push past your limits, man. If you're scared, man up, fight your fear, and push everything you can. Like go to your max limit. This is I love this. I love everything about this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, all day. Yes, all morning. This is exactly what I needed in my life today. Oh man, and I love the message, man. It's all about like that, the David Goggins thing, it's just you take your fear, right? You take your little box of fear, your little infinite, like, fear is never ending, right? You take this little box of fear, and then you tell it, you ain't got nothing on me, bitch. That's basically what they're telling you to do, is you gotta conquer that fear. You gotta get over it. You gotta push through whatever's making you scared and go over. Have you ever seen the videos where it shows like people are like afraid of stuff and they're like trying to conquer their fear, but it's always like the weirdest stuff that they're afraid of, like a jar of olives or...
And you really believe that your grandfather came right up out of his coffin and he had green eyes, and ever since then you've been scared of olives? Do you eat olives?
No, we can't even come down the aisle.
Okay. Now, you can't even go down the aisle of a grocery store? Mary, you won't let go of me.
Oh, yeah.
Bring out the olives.
It's just like the fear is like, I don't know where fear comes from, man. Like I would assume fear comes from some traumatic childhood, but maybe not always. Maybe not always. Maybe it's just some people just don't like it. Like necrophiliac. Some people are afraid of necrophiliac. I don't see a problem with it. Gone. I'm just kidding. That's just. All I'm saying is there's a lot of fears out there, man. There's a lot of stuff that people are afraid of, and the spectrum is quite wide. There's words for everything that people are afraid of. Like, oh my gosh. I think we just had phobia at the end of something. That means you're scared to death of it. Agoraphobia, afraid to go outside. There's a lot of phobias out there. I'm just saying, that's all I'm saying. There's a lot of phobias. And this song is just telling you, you gotta push through your fear, man. You gotta find that inner strength inside your voice, inside yourself, and it's all in your mind, and you gotta overcome it. You gotta do it so that way you're not afraid of olives. It's good advice. It's pretty good advice. There was a time I was afraid. Oh my God, there was a time I was scared to death, man. I was so nervous. It all began on that hill at my grandma's house. Oh, the ramp hill. We used to ride bikes as little itty bitty puppets, right? We would ride our bikes, and my grandma puppet, she had a big old hill, right? Big old long hill. And at the very bottom of the hill was a ramp. Oh my gosh, I was so nervous, I was so scared. I was on my little bike, and my friends were like, go, ramp, go, and I was just shaking. I couldn't get myself to. I was so nervous, and I was like, because the hill was huge. The hill was so big, and if I went down the hill and hit that ramp, I'd go flying all the way to the moon. And I knew it. I was determined. I knew that if I went down that hill, hit the ramp, boom, God, fly all the way in the sky. That's how determined. That's how sure I was. I was scared to death. And you ask, Lemon, did you go down the hill and hit the ramp? Not that time. Not that time I didn't do it. I was too scared. I let fear overcome me, and I couldn't get myself to do it. I wanted to so bad, but fear had won out. Fear had won at the end of the day. Oh man. But there's a part two. Not shortly after, not long after, it was like a couple days after, I was standing at the top of the hill, and I was on my bike, and I was like, you're not gonna get the best of me. I was like telling myself, I'm like, what's the worst that could happen? I could die. I could die, but this is totally worth it. It's totally worth it. This is worth it to me. I've got to do this. This is why I put on my goggles, my puppet goggles. And then I put on, I didn't have a helmet. I should have put on a helmet, but I didn't have one. So I put on my bike gloves. I had gloves on. And then I was at the top of the hill, and I was staring down. I'm like, And I just like screamed. I remember screaming as I got on the hill. Ah, like riding the bike. And then I get to the bottom of the hill, and there was the ramp. The ramp was right there. I hit the ramp. And oh my gosh. So I remember just flying through the air, like, whoa, looking down at the ground. The ground was so far underneath me. And then I hit the ground, and then the bike tumbles over. I hit the ground. I got scratches all up and down my arm. And I remember like laying on the ground and looking up, seeing how far I ramped. And I was laying on the ground. I was like, I did it! Like I ramped so far, and I did the thing, Super proud of myself. That was a time I overcame fear. And it was totally worth it. It was totally worth it. A couple scratches and bruises, but you know, when you overcome fear, it adds something to your character. It really does. It really does. It adds something to your character. It gives you something to latch onto for all of the future fears you're going to run into. Because, man, I'll tell you what, you're going to run into them. They're constant. All kinds of fears. Fears happen all your life. And, you know, if you can overcome one, you can overcome all of them. Well, maybe not all of them. I still have a fear of drowning. Just, you know, I'm not going to conquer that one anytime soon. Granted, I can go out in the water in the ocean, you know, like I want a life jacket. I want a life jacket. I don't want to go that one. I will. I don't want to. And I can dock paddle and float on my back for a little while, but oh man, longevity is not the key unless I have flotation devices. I refuse to go into the ocean unless I have flotation devices. I need. That way I could be a dangly little puppet for the sharks to bite my face off. All I'm saying is I don't think I'm going to conquer the fear of drowning just yet. Still working on that one. Not too fond of being in closed spaces either. Like claustrophobia, that's another one. I don't feel like going and getting stuck into this little spot where I can't breathe. You know, I think those are two fears I'll hold on to for a little while longer. A little while longer. Alright, Internet. Do you have any fears? Do you have any weird fears? If so, hit that like and subscribe and tell me what they are. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. I'm going to go. I hope you have a great day. Bye, 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 bye.